What is up, guys? My name's Simian. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Alright, guys, of course you can tell by the title what this video is going to be about. I wasn't going to actually do a video on this, but you guys have been asking, so I'm sure you have already heard everything that's been going on as far as The Sims 5 and what is to come. Now, with that being said, I am going to have my thoughts and opinions, and again, they will be my personal thoughts and opinions. Feel free to leave yours down below, but as long as you keep it respectful in the comments, there should be no problems. Now, with that being said, I do want to quickly state that I am doing a giveaway, and all you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and as well as follow me on Twitter or TikTok. Now, YouTube will be its own set of a giveaway. Now, with that being said, I do want to get into today's topic, which is microtransactions possibly coming soon to The Sims 5. Now, there has been a lot of speculation ever since the very first Sim Summit, which was over a couple of months ago, that when they first announced the project Rene. Now, Lindsay Pearson did take this the Sim Summit to announce that they have been working on this for quite some time, but it does have many more years to come. However, the Sims 5 team was very open about their projects and what's been going on as far as The Sims 5 and what it is to come in the future. Now, again, this is very early stages and none of this is exactly final play. Now, with that being said, of course, I'm always curious to hear your opinions and your thoughts when it comes down to Project Rene, but we are going to be diving in a little bit more on what this video is actually about. Right after the second Sim Summit, there was a job posting, and many Simmers took to Twitter to announce their concerns, but we'll get into that in just a second. If you weren't on Twitter, you probably won't know this, but I'm pretty sure most of the YouTubers that follow the news channels have covered this as well. But basically, it was a career listing where Project Rene would now be free to play, which means microtransactions. Thanks to the simscommunity.info, we're going to be diving in just a little bit more on what this article exactly means. The development team behind Project Sims 5 is expanding every day, and as you've seen in the latest development showcase, they have taken to Twitter to announce their career listings for head of monetization and marketplace for Project Rene. Now, in particular, we are going to get into exactly what we are paying attention to when it comes down to this job listing. Own Project Rene in-game marketplace of content and UGC, free and paid, and managed a data-informed player-centric player purchase journey. Now, this part signifies that The Sims 5 will have its own in-game store for both official content and user-generated content. We don't know for certain yet, and don't take our word for it, but this could mean that custom content, CC, and general UGC could be downloaded straight from the game. Own pricing of all content in this free-to-enter game, ensuring we have an optimal pricing and content architecture. Provided guidance to content teams on an in-game content needs to meet players' demands. It seems that EA is already firm on the Sims 5 free-to-play method for this game. The first sentence is formed like the publisher already made a decision that it would be free from launch. Now, if you don't know why this might be a big deal, it's considering the fact that free to play means a bunch of microtransactions. Now, we do notice as of lately, which we're going to get into in just a little bit, but when The Sims 4 became free, we did notice a lot of things coming out, such as kits, which was a new way of informing that there is a hint at future possibilities of microtransactions when it comes down to The Sims 5. Now, I will get into that in just a second, but of course, with this news came a lot of Simmers stating their frustrations and concerns regarding the future of not only The Sims 5, but The Sims 4 itself, and what more are they willing to test. Now, with that being said, we are going to get into a couple of Simmers' tweets and concerns, and of course, leave yours down below. Now, with that being said, Sims Hive took to Twitter saying, The Sims 5 being a free-to-play game sounds scary. I won't be surprised if apart from the normal DLCs, we will have things like get this limited festival kitchen set for $9.99 or unlock a set of male hairs for $14.99. Now, Iron Seagull actually took to Twitter to say almost everything. In the long run, free-to-play games get more expensive than $70 games because of constant mind game attempts to make you spend money to get content that should have already been there or make the difficulty reasonable. The only good thing is you can try before buying. I'm very curious to hear your opinions on that, and I will state mine, of course, towards the end. But again, I would love to hear all of your opinions on what you guys think about free to play, and not only that, but what do you guys think that could mean for The Sims 4 in the future, since they're already getting ready to announce it for The Sims 5. With that being said, I do want to cover one more tweet before I get into a couple of speculations by the name of Jax of All Games. Said Sims 4 going free to play the same day they announced Rene. It was evident that they were doing a trial run on us already successful game before risking it with the next game. They want to make sure free-to-play had an effect on DLC sales, and Growing Together had the biggest sales yet. Now, if you're not familiar, we have over 60 plus DLCs when it comes down to The Sims 4, and that is including with the Horse Ranch, and that is just unbelievable. We do know that ever since they started announcing kits, we have seen nothing but microtransactions, and if not, but only kits. Someone else by the name of James Avery said, this is good or bad depending on the route at The Sims team takes for Project Rene. Option 1, DLC DLC expansion pack, game packs, and kits as usual. You pay to own your content, or 2, microtransaction. Beyond the Sims took to Twitter saying, seeing a lot of commentary about Project Rene and aka The Sims 5, particularly around being free to play. They've seen huge success with Sims 4 going free with DLC offerings. Now, someone else by the name of Roaring Heights said, I think what genuinely frustrates me about EA's plan with Project Rene is that they saw how SimCity failed and how The Sims 4 became the best-selling game in the series after reverting back to a traditional Sims game. Why do they want to ruin it? Now, someone else by the name of Sharon said they're obsessed with having everything online even when it's not wanted or doesn't make sense for it to be that way. Now, with that, I do want to state my thoughts and opinions, and many people are worried about what is going on when it comes down to The Sims 4 because of the whole thing that's going on with The Sims 5 and what are they willing to test. My personal opinion on this whole thing is that I do see that microtransaction in The Sims 5, especially considering that they're trying to go cross-compatibility. I feel like with them trying to be mobile with PC and console all at once and they can all be compatible and just you can switch off on different logins, I feel like for some reason that just screams microtransactions and it just gives me honestly like little app vibes. And I don't know, who knows what they are going and planning on doing, especially with the metaverse expanding as well as the VR goggles that Apple just created. We don't know what is in store. I feel like it could constantly change and hopefully they will, take a little bit of this concern with them when regarding this decision on making this microtransaction. I don't know, guys. I feel like it's to me, I feel like it shouldn't be done, but we've seen it already with The Sims 4 ever since it became free to play. Now, with that being said, I do want to go in with the Sims community making a statement over on Twitter saying, update, since the news came out, EA pulled back the listing from public access. We'll keep you on the loop when and if more info surfaces. With that being said, many people took to Twitter to announce their frustrations and concerns, saying that they hope that, eventually that the Sims 4 team will look at this backlash, forward it to The Sims 5, or even The Sims 5 itself is looking at some of this backlash and saying, okay, this might not be the move. What should happen next? Now, if they're smart, they will be taking our stuff into consideration, but then again, we do yell and scream and kick and at and tweet and state our opinions, and even then they are still ignoring us. We're seeing what happened with console, we're seeing what happened with EA app, we're seeing what happened with many bugs and glitches that are still broken within The Sims 4 and the game. So there is yet to see what is actually going to happen when it comes down to The Sims 5. Again, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts and opinions with that, because again, this could all have been very well just hidden, but yet they knew. Here's the thing, I just don't understand why they don't know that The Sims, we are a community of like, we need to find this out like ASAP. Like, okay, something is like, okay, what is going on? Like, everybody wants to know what's gonna happen next. As soon as we get a pack, we play it for 2 weeks and go, what's gonna happen next? Not having it all the first time around, that we automatically are like, okay, we need something else, we need something else, we need something else. And it already is starting based on what they're doing and trying to like combat. I don't know, it just seems a little off and it already is starting off on a bad foot. But again, I do want to get into the next topic. Now, with that being said, someone by the name of SimMotion said, The Sims has such a diverse audience of fans and I'm nervous the new branding is suggesting the franchise is preparing to focus their marketing on a younger audience and leave older Simmers behind. It all looks very sterile and childish to me, like a kids TV studio. With that being said, thanks to the simscommunity.info, which I will actually link this article pages down below, but this is very in particular when The Sims 4 had already had a rebrand when it came down to changing the art forms as well as making things a little bit more vibrant and a little bit more cartoony. Now, we have seen what The Sims 5 prototypes were going to look like, but again, that's very early stages, and we do know that The Sims is already rebranding when they said that over 500 million downloads with the latest installment, and The Sims 4 bringing over 70 million new players ever since, not even growing together, but the fact that they made it free to play. With that being said, they did say that they were going and expanding more when it comes down to accessories, collaborations, collectibles, games, and publishing. In an effort will expand the brand's online and offline presence, bringing the Sims universe to life in various new ways. My personal opinion is I don't think they're going completely childish, but I do see why this simmer has said that, and again, I would love to know your opinions. Now, with that being said, if we are comparing it to older Sim games, I do believe The Sims 4 is one of the most, I don't want to call it childish, but I do believe it is one of the most PG rated ones that we've had so far. there has been other interactions when it came down to 1, 2, and 3, and they've just changed the names overall when it comes down to The Sims 4. Now, with that being said, we do know there's a lot of controversy and that it's really easy to get canceled nowadays, so I think that they're trying to play it safe with trying not to do too much, while also, I don't know, y'all let me know down below in the comments. I don't know if I'm exactly saying what I'm trying to get across, but I do feel like they're trying to play it safe rather than being like, oh my gosh, you might get backlash. But I feel like, honestly, The Sims 4 is really in a damn if they do, damn if they don't situation because of just their history of not being consistent when it comes down to fixing the packs and coming out with things that are going to be fulfilling that people want to play. With that all being said, I would love to know your opinions regarding The Sims 5 and The Sims 4 as well. I want to know what are you excited for about The Sims 4? Are you not excited about The Sims 4? Are you excited about The Sims 5? Are you not? Again, I would love to know. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Even if you're a silent viewer or you share my videos or you leave a thumbs up, which truly does help out my channel, you still supported my channel in some kind of way. And for that, I thank you. We are on the road to 20K. And of course, do not forget to enter that giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, as well as be following either my Twitter or TikTok. Again, my YouTube is going to be a completely separate giveaway, and of course it is okay if you only just have YouTube. That's going to be completely separate again, and then Twitter and TikTok will be its own thing as well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Also, yes, it is for console and PC. See you guys in the next video. Bye.